Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. My name is David, and I'm with USA Homeless Crisis, and I help the homeless people, and I go around and talk to homeless people about their homeless journeys and what's going on with them in their homeless life, and I ask them would they like to tell their stories to my listeners and my viewers because we're very interested in what happens in the daily lives of people that's homeless. So, do you mind talking to me for a few minutes?
No,
Well,
no
thank you.
problem at all.
Well, thank you very much. What are y'all names, if you don't mind me asking?
Mike,
My name's Erin.
How you doing?
we're good, how are you?
We're doing great. So, could you tell me where are y'all from?
We are from Seminary in 35.
Okay, so you're basically from the Fort Worth, Texas area.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, how did you become homeless?
Well, I became homeless after me and my wife weren't getting along to get away from her, so I didn't end up in jail. I decided to give her everything, and I just left. And I have children that I still take care of on a regular basis, but I don't have an ID at this time, so it's hard for me to get my social security number and my birth certificate because I have to have an address to do that. So right now I'm in a predicament where I can't even work a job. I just gotta go out here and fly a sign and stuff like that because my ex-wife won't give me none of my stuff. I told her she can have everything, and I walked out and I did that in court and I signed the paper. And when I did that, the judge said, well, now she got possession of everything, so you own nothing now. So if your social birth certificate are in there, she owns all that stuff. She has to give you permission to get it. Pretty much, she doesn't want to give me permission to get it.
She's gonna be here.
Wow, the thing that you need to get a job, your birth certificate, social security, and the information you need to get a driver's license, you can't get from your ex-wife.
Yep.
That's terrible. And it seems like that is something so trivial that why would she not want to give that to you? But I can understand how different things happen in relationships. Well, may I ask you, how did you become homeless?
Well, for me, it basically health issues. After having my second son, I just didn't have the money for health insurance and everything. Slowly, I started relying on pain pills to, be able to even get by. Once I was just not able to afford that, I struggled to be able to keep a job. But yeah, it's just been hard with having those health issues and being able to do anything because, like I said, I've struggled trying to do daily, just doing things on the daily, trying to keep up with my kids. It's really only been recently where those issues started to go away with my health. Now I've just kind of been struggling to get back on track. It's just hard whenever you don't have the funds and now you're far behind on as far as like an ID. Same thing with I don't have, reliable as far as like an address and all that to be able to fill in, to do like resumes and everything, to give out all my information for a job. It's just everything I have is, inconsistent. Keeping up with the phone and everything, it's hard out here because everything gets stolen.
You brought up something that's very important, and that was health care. And you saying that your homelessness, a lot of it is tied to your health care and not being able to get adequate health care.
Yeah.
And that's something that we need to look into. Not enough attention is paid to the health care of the homeless people.
Yeah, they only want to do so much, and whenever the basic care that they do provide isn't enough to prove that you have whatever issues, you're stuck.
So,
I'm
my
just
list,
sorry.
well, you know, and we empathize with you so much, and we know that is a very serious problem out here, because people should be should have basic health care, and I know we have a lot of people, a lot of our politicians is fighting for that. What is there any places out here where y'all to go that makes y'all feel welcome out here, where you feel that you could go in and maybe get something to eat, or someone could give you maybe a place to stay for the night? I know there's a lot of hotels in this area.
A lot of the hotels and stuff in the area, they try to not let us go because we're homeless. They say, oh, you bring bed bugs to our hotels, you do this.
There's a lot of prejudice.
It's a lot of prejudice. As soon as you walk in as homeless, even though you just want to get a shower, you have the money for the room, you have all this. People just don't care like they used to. They don't. It's sad. And all we're trying to do is get back on our feet. It's not like.
I mean, even when it comes down to just trying to get you something to eat or drink inside of a restaurant, the managers will purposely just kind of put you off to the side and, you know, give their attention to everyone else because they're like, oh, they're homeless. And we'll get to them when we get to them.
Well, I want everybody to make sure they hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. What kind of help would basically help both of you get out of being homeless? If you had to say this to people out there that's listening on behalf of homeless people, what is the one thing that would best support you in your homeless journey?
Getting my ID back. That's the main thing I need. I'm not scared to work. I've worked my whole life. I used to own my own company. But when I left my ex-wife, everything fell apart for me. I found her luckily, and she kind of brought me back up. But it's a struggle out here every day. People steal your stuff constantly. I mean, if you don't have it tied down or on you, I mean, it's like it's gonna be gone when you come back. It's sad.
You said you had your own company before. That sounds very interesting. Tell us a little bit about that.
I actually used to have 7 trucks. I used to do street sweeping, Walmart parking lots. And when I signed the divorce over, I signed everything to my ex-wife, and I didn't want a cent. I just wanted her to get away from me, and she just, to this day, still wants to be with me. So she holds it over my head that unless you come back to me, unless you'll be with me, and I hope she sees it, that I won't give you nothing. I won't help you in any kind of way get back on your feet. And really, all I need is my birth certificate and my social security card.
And you was a very
I have no family, so that was my only option, having her get it through her.
you know, that's very interesting. By you being an entrepreneur and having your own business, and to going through a separation or divorce or whatever, and now to be homeless. How did that actually come about with you having your own business to now being homeless?
Well, I messed up and I didn't specify that my accounts are my accounts and her accounts are her accounts. So when I did that, she cleared out my account and her account because I signed over everything. Because I just didn't want to deal with that. I wanted to just get it over with. I wanted to make it as less painful for my children as possible.
I see. And how do your children know you're homeless right now?
Yes, they do.
And what do they say about that?
They know, they're old enough to know that it's their mom. They tell me I know it's their it's mom, but they can't do nothing about it. I don't want them to feel any kind of way because I'm not the type of person and talk bad about their mom. I'm never going to do that. She might do it to me, but it's not what type of person I am. Even though I'm the one that left, I needed to leave for myself and for my children because it's not a healthy environment to fight in front of them, to do all the stuff that was happening in front of them. And yes, CPS did come in and she got everything back. She got the kids back, but at the end of the day, none of that stuff was healthy for the kids.
Well, I'm glad you have the best interest of your kids in mind when, going through divorces and differences, between the spouses. I'd like to ask you, how is it out here for the females and the women out here that's homeless? People are very concerned about the different things that women have to go through homeless. What could you tell us about being a homeless woman out here?
I mean, it's definitely hard, especially when you're by yourself. Before meeting him, I always had to have male friends with me. The one night I didn't have a friend with me, I did almost get raped. And just from there on, I've been scared to ever be by myself, especially at night. It was intense. I was very lucky and fortunate that I was able to get away. I know most women in this situation normally don't. They're too scared. Luckily, I realized he was bluffing about having anything on him. And when I found the opportunity, I just ran. It's tough. It can be really tough. But I do think, for me personally, I've had it a lot easier than most females. I hear a lot of bad horror stories. I don't ever walk around without a weapon on me. I have to have a weapon to feel safe. I always have at least a knife on me. And there was a time where, after that happened, I didn't sleep for like several days. I was too scared. But aside from that, that's the biggest issue, is just being afraid that someone might try to take advantage of you. Because it doesn't matter where you are, someone can be watching you, and you don't know.
Do y'all have a stable place that you stay, or do you do that day by day? Wherever you're gonna stay, you figure it out each day.
I actually have a car that my buddy let me borrow, but my radiator just went out, and it's stuck on Summit and 35. Pretty much tomorrow, if I don't get a radiator by tomorrow, it's gonna get towed from over there. But that's where we usually sleep. We just usually pull up anywhere that looks kind of safe, because Walmart is no longer a safe place. It used to be a safe place. You used to be able to go to Walmart's and stay. Now the cops harass you. They want to search your car. They want to go. We just want a safe place to sleep. Walmart used to be a safe place, and now it's not. So even churches are not safe place no more. So there's no more sanctuary. So you find out a place where it looks okay, and just hope that you don't have to deal with the cops, because the cops want to take you to jail for anything. They literally took me and her to jail the other day for a straw. Now, mind you, that we do pain pills, but we don't smoke them. We pop them. They literally took us to jail for a straw that didn't have no residue. And when it went to the lab and got tested, it came back with no residue. And they felt, we don't get nothing back from it. Oh no, sorry, none of that. We just gotta take a free trip to jail for no reason. They're always out to get us. I feel like earlier today, he was following us, talking on his loudspeaker. For what? We weren't doing that wrong. We were sitting at a bus stop.
And you were profiled by the police.
Profiled by the police.
I want everybody to make sure you hit this like button and subscribe and keep supporting this channel. So you saying you don't get the proper support from the police, and you almost become the villains being homeless.
Yeah, for sure. We go into stores, like the other day I was in Dollar Tree, and 3 of them walked behind me and say, "Oh, I dare you to steal something." Like I was gonna steal something. I'm walking in with a couple of those I did end up getting to buy some food for us, and these cops are over here taunting. They don't have no respect for us, and it's sad because we can't even rely on them. Like she said, when she almost got raped, they act like that was a joke. Like, yeah, right, like that can't happen to us. When this is happening on a daily basis, some of these girls, man, I hear these stories out here of them getting raped and all this, and I'm like, dude, I mean, how could you men out here that do this stuff do it to me, man? It's sad.
Well, here at USA Homeless Crisis, this is a reality channel, and we want everybody to see the reality of homeless life uncut. And I encourage my homeless family, when they telling their stories, to tell the stories like it truly is. Because I know this is not a glamorous life, and this is the only way we can get people to see how it is to be homeless and to try to put themselves in homeless people's shoes. You said something very, very provocative and it's very disturbing about how women are being raped and treated out here. What do you have to say about that? Being a woman, because I want you to let the women know how this is, and this is a true fact on what's going on out here with the women. And I don't mean to you have to reveal anything personal about happening, but I want people to understand that when he say this is happening to women, this is real.
I mean, literally, so I woke up out of my sleep, this person over me, and I felt completely just stuck. And like I said, in most situations, I would imagine they do have a weapon on them, and they don't have a choice but to do nothing, just can't do anything. Like I said, I was very fortunate that I was able to get away. So I can only imagine for other women that feeling of just being stuck there and you're helpless. And if it's not that, you're being literally just, people are following you down the street, bothering you and trying to get your attention, and clearly you want nothing to do with it. And I mean, I've been followed down blocks, had to run and hide. Even sometimes, even when I'm with friends, it doesn't matter. And it's just the reality. And like I said, I've heard worse from others. People are violent, and they don't care.
That is so terrifying. No one should have to live in fear like that, and the police should be out here to support and to serve people no matter who they are. And I want to ask y'all this, because I ask all my homeless people this, that I will always let you make a phone call to anybody you need to while we're out here to get whatever type of help you need, if you need to contact your loved ones or anybody. But we have a president that has put forth an initiative to help in this homeless crisis. And I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think about having tent cities? Because one of the things that he proposes, he made some proposals about urban camping, and that's what he called the homeless crisis. And he proposes to help get people rehabilitated. He says that he's aware of the people that is homeless. A lot of them have substance abuse problems, and some have mental problems. He acknowledges that. And he says that he is willing to help those people that has these conditions get help and to seek treatment, and to help them be relocated to different tent cities that he's going to work with the states with different parcels of land to create beautiful places, he says, for homeless people to stay. What do y'all think about that as something that could help the homeless people?
I'll believe it when I see it. And that's all I gotta say. Our government's been telling us that they're gonna help the homeless community for years. I mean, before I was homeless, I really looked down on homelessness. And I'm not gonna lie, I did, because I felt like, man, they can go out and get a job. Until I experienced it for myself, you'll never know. And I was literally prejudiced towards homeless people. And then when I became homeless myself, I'm like, man, how could I be like that? How could I be so stupid to see that this guy just needs help? He might just need a hug that day. I mean, it's that bad out here in society. They want you to legitimately choose a society that you're gonna be successful in life, or you're gonna be a nobody that is no good. And that's how society has cast things down. There is no in between no more. And we're looked down upon. We're like scum of the earth to most of these people. And when I own my company, that's how I look down at these people. They can get a job. If they asked me for a job, I would have gave them a job. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want a job. They'd rather. But that's not the case. A lot of these guys, you know, out here, you know, there's a lot of situations where they feel they're scared to get a job because of the government. And I understand that. The IRS taking all their checks, they work on the books. I mean, I've heard just horror stories of this. Our government's supposed to help us, not hurt us. When did taking our whole checks start to help I mean, you know, how can IRS do that? But, I mean, I didn't believe it until I seen the guy's pay stub. Literally, he got $96 out of $1,500 check. I mean, how do you live off $96 for the month?
So what is the solution that you have? Because you seem like you're a very smart person. What could you say on behalf of the homeless people that could be done to actually help solve this problem?
They're going to need, to help solve this problem, they're going to need to sit down and really figure out a solution to the homeless problem. We can send all this money to Ukraine, but we can't even put $1 billion into the homeless people. I guarantee that would solve the problem. Just $1 billion into the homeless. Build us apartments to help us get on our feet. If you can't get on your feet in 6 months, cool, then you know what? Maybe you are the ones that, you know, are not trying to get on their feet. But the ones that, for us that are trying, at least have a program that we could get into that, you know, helps us, now hurts us.
Well, I noticed that there have been proposals like that offered up. That was one of the proposals he offers. And another one is, I noticed that you said something about mental health is a big problem with the homeless people. Well, there's proposals of bringing in mental health experts and rehabilitation experts to talk to the people and to help get people rehabilitated. But one of the concerns is you have a lot of people that will refuse help. What do y'all think about that? Is that a concern, or is that a true fact?
Yeah, there's gonna be the few that are skeptical of the government helping them.
You've got people who are very mentally ill who just don't understand being ill.
And it's sad that they let these people out here that are mentally ill like this, like not like their family members. I mean, some of these people, like, I feel bad, I'd take care of someone. You know, and if it wasn't for me, some of them wouldn't eat. I hate to say this, but it's true. Because they're like a toddler. They're not developed enough. And
self-aware.
And it's sad. It's sad to me because I gotta make them eat. And because if not, they would be out here dead.
So this is a serious problem that is very comprehensive.
Yeah.
And he also says this, that he's going to offer options to people, because he know we have the group of people who, for whatever reason, choose to be homeless and like living the homeless life. That is a group of people that I believe have the right to be homeless, but you have an ordinance that says you can't sleep outside. Is that fair?
No. The United States was built on freedom. It was built on, you know, making your dream come true. Why? I have yet to see the United States is not built upon that no more. It's built upon laws and legislations that are against people like us. It's built on lies now. Only to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. I mean, look what's going on right now. It's facts. And it's sad. It's sad that the United States, you can't come over here and and get your dream now, because that's not true anymore.
So both of y'all believe that the American dream is lost now.
Oh, it's for sure lost. It's been gone for about the last 10 years, man. Trump kind of, when his last term, he kind of brought it around the corner, but Biden just completely destroyed it. It's done now.
So you don't think anything can be done to help to straighten this out?
I think this country is already downhill so far that
Too much damage.
there's already, this country is going downhill fast, quicker than a hurry. If Trump, maybe Trump can turn it around, I don't know, but I'm just saying, as a person that used to be into politics and used to be in the legislation, I mean, nothing is rigged. It's all rigged for the rich people.
Well, you have a lot of people that agree with you and will not argue at all about that. And where do you guys plan on staying tonight? You know, because this channel is about the concerns and that we have for the homeless community and to try to help the homeless community. And I know it's a day-by-day struggle, and I know it was very, very cold last week. How did y'all survive during that time?
We had my car actually, and it was running okay. I mean, it doesn't run the best, but I mean, we're gonna walk back all the way to Summit in 35 right now to go get the car. It's a little bit of a walk, but I mean, we didn't really have money for the bus, so we decided to walk.
Well, I'm gonna help y'all get there, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get y'all something to eat tonight. And I don't, you know, I try to help my homeless family whenever I can, and I don't know if y'all hungry or not, but I want to offer that up because I know there's a Domino's pizza close by here, and you know, I would like to, you know,
Give them $10 to make $1,000 profit.
and I would like to take them over there to get them a Domino's pizza, if y'all want one, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have some water, some Niagara water I would like to give y'all also. So as we conclude, and I want y'all to, is there anything else y'all would like to say on behalf of the homeless so people could understand this life, and when they see homeless people, have more compassion for them and do whatever they can for them? What would you say?
Some of us are good. There is the few bad ones, but you know, most of us are good people. I mean, we came from families just like you. I just lost most of my family, and you know, my mom only had 2 kids. My brother died at 16, car accident, and when my mom passed away, I don't know who my dad is. You know, so life's rough.
And what would you like to say on behalf of the women that's homeless to the people out there that have different attitudes and opinions of people that's homeless?
I think it just comes down to not being judgmental, and just put yourself in their situation. Think about just how hard it is to get by. Literally, you can spend all day just trying to get your basics out of the way, as far as getting yourself cleaned up, trying to get food, drink, you know, just to take care of yourself. It's hard. It's not an easy task to just do what you gotta do like everyone else who's in a house, and then go get a job. You know? It's a lot of work just to get by. You're walking everywhere, and then of course, before you know it, you gotta figure out where you're gonna sleep and be safe for the night.
Well,
Just to be more compassionate.
and you can never go wrong being compassionate. And I'm gonna get you some of this get y'all some Niagara water, and we're gonna walk down there to Domino's, and y'all order y'all a pizza, and I'm gonna pay for it for y'all, okay? Let me just get y'all some of this water, and I want everybody to make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel and do everything you can to help the homeless people and show compassion for them. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. And let's go on down there and get y'all some pizza, whatever y'all like to get. So how's the day been going today for y'all?
It's been okay. I mean, I got harassed by the cops earlier.
What's
Sitting at the
that?
bus stop. The same cops took me to jail for a straw that had no residue in it.
Yeah.
At least you didn't go to jail.
He was trying, but he couldn't find nothing. Other than that, it's been a good day. Alright.
Hold on, y'all order whatever pizza y'all want. I'm finna. We got to make sure we continue to help homeless people no matter where we are. And I want to give a special thanks to all the listeners out there. A super thanks to everybody for all the support that y'all been giving us and everything you've been doing to help the homeless people. We really appreciate that. I had to go back and get my wallet to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I'm taking care of this for y'all. Oh, you're very welcome.
Over there till it's done. Alrighty, we're ready about 10 minutes, okay?
Alright, thank you so much.
Well, thank y'all so much. And if there's anything I can do for y'all, let me know. We appreciate y'all telling us your story, and good luck to you. And if y'all ever see me out here, just wave and let me know where you're at, and I'll do whatever I can for you. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much.